Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. I'm of course George. Welcome along to the channel everybody, and we are finally playing a game of football, Leeds fans and Villa fans of course. It's been a while for you guys as well, hasn't it? We're finally Premier League football for our teams is back. It's a midweek group of fixtures. Our game is of course Wednesday evening at Villa Park. Let me know in the comments, are you going? Any Leeds fans, any Villa fans? Always interested to hear from everybody as to your plans for the game. Let me know that one, of course, in the comments. It is a match preview then. We play, like I said, Wednesday evening. I think it's an 8 o'clock kickoff, isn't it? Away at Villa Park, which is a happy hunting ground of late for Leeds United. Just ask Kemar Roof, or of course, man of the moment that game, Patrick Bamford, or a hat-trick Bamford, should I say. Obviously got a hat-trick. And of course, on the subject of Patrick Bamford, congratulations to him and his partner on the birth of their baby. I think it was a few days ago. So congratulations to them both for that. Obviously, Patrick Bamford will be missing for this one through injury. We'll get to Bielsa's team news a little bit later on in the video, but I'd just like to focus, as Villa are our opposition on Wednesday evening, on Aston Villa really. And there's been a bit of a fanfare of recent months around Aston Villa, obviously with the introduction of Steven Gerrard, which is a fabulous appointment in my opinion, and he hit the ground running very, very well with a couple of wins in a row, and he seemed to get Villa going again. But I don't know if it's because of injuries and because of COVID. I know they had a few games, obviously one with us as well, around Christmas time. That was cancelled. I think that was because of Leeds as sort of COVID and injury cases, but Villa have had their own issues with injuries and COVID, etc. I don't know whether that's had a knock-on effect, which it has for most teams, to be fair, on their results. But, I'll flash up their last 5 games here. Only one win, and that came in the last game against struggling, let's be honest, Everton side. Obviously, they will probably have a managerial bounce. Hopefully not, because we have them on Saturday. But, naturally, Frank Lampard, any new manager coming in, it's going to give them a bit of a spring in the steps. Donny van der Beek and Dele Alli coming in as well. Will give them again a little bit of a lift. But yeah, it's one of them things. I think it is Villa. Like I said, if you can see there, only one win in the last 5 games, 3 defeats in a row, followed by a draw in the FA Cup. Not a draw in the FA Cup, a draw with Man United, who they did also play in the FA Cup, a 2-2 draw. And then obviously the win against Everton. So 4 points for them over the last 5 games. Overall, Steven Gerrard has he's won 50% of his Premier League games anyway as Aston Villa manager, winning 5, losing 4 and drawing the 1. He has played 11 games in charge overall, with that other one being the FA Cup defeat at Old Trafford against Man United. So look, I want to know from Villa fans, want to hear from Villa fans, has it become a little bit of the sort of magic has worn off from Gerrard's appointment now? It's down to the nitty gritty. Obviously injuries have hit, internationals have hit. Obviously you've got Traore and Trezeguet both representing their countries in the latter stages of AFCON. They're obviously back now. Trezeguet played in the final for Egypt. Obviously Traore played in the 3rd place playoff, which his country obviously ended up losing to Cameroon. They were 3-0 up. He did play about an hour, I think, of that one. Did he play the final half hour, or something like that? I know Trezeguet played the last stages of that defeat as well, obviously losing in the final. But Villa, yeah, they impressed me, the Villa. They've got some dangerous players. The likes of who we've just mentioned coming in as squad players, bolstering the squad again. But Buendia, obviously, Ollie Watkins, Danny Ings will probably be on the bench. Premier League goal scoring know-how, can win you a game of football, can't he? Danny Ings knows where the back of the net is at pretty much any English division, doesn't he, really? He knows his way around. He knows his way to go, should I say. They've got some dangerous players. They've got some good centre midfielders in there. Jacob Ramsey coming through, done really well. Douglas Luiz is always solid. The sort of grit of John McGinn. The back line as well. Mings, Konza, Matty Cash and Lucas Dean, go forward pretty well on the wings, don't they? So it's a good all-round solid team, and obviously we haven't mentioned that man. I haven't mentioned that man for a reason, because he is my key player. It is that man, Philippe Coutinho. But before we get on to Coutinho, I'll just flash up my predicted lineup for Villa. I've pretty much named them all there, really. Martinez in goal, Diange, Mings, Konza and Cash. I think it'll be a 4-3-2-1 formation. It'll be a Christmas tree formation that Gerrard deploys, or it might be a 4-3-3. It'll be a bit sort of loose, and I think it'll be very fluid, the formation. But as you can see on the screen there, the rest of the team, Jacob Ramsey, Douglas Luiz, John McGinn, and then I think obviously Coutinho and Buendia, that South American situation, that link up, which has looked good. Buendia's a great player, good signing. He was from Norwich, wasn't he? And then obviously Watkins, or if Gerrard, I think I'd go with Watkins, but if he wants to go with Ings, it's obviously a great, a great option for him, isn't it? So they've got some, good solid players. They're going to cause us problems. Like I said, it'll be a fluid kind of 4-3-3, maybe, like I said, the Christmas tree formation, which will be good for them. I'm sure it will. And it, like I said, the kind of the magic for me of Gerrard coming in has kind of worn off a bit now. And let's be honest, they're only 4 points above us in the Premier League at the moment, and a win for us would take us within a point of them. And it's been a lot of doom and gloom about Leeds United at the moment, but let's sort of focus on us in a moment. But Coutinho, like I said, he's my key man for Aston Villa. I'm not going to do any key men for us, because I think it's pretty obvious. We all know who's going to cause us problems. I think we all know who's going to cause us problems in this game. We all know who's going to cause the opposition issues on our team. We all know who's going to cause us issues in this game. For me, it's Philippe Coutinho. What a signing this was. I mean, I think a lot of Liverpool fans got on board with Aston Villa and sort of have a look at how they're doing at the moment. Obviously, with first Steven Gerrard coming in his first job in England, and then obviously Coutinho linking up again with his old mate Stevie G, and I think it's sort of set the Liverpool fans' imaginations alight, really, to see how they get on together again. This time with Stevie G managing Coutinho, who I can't believe is only still 29. But that's how old he is. But yeah, unbelievable stuff. I don't think he'll be there past the summer, but I do believe this is more of a confidence building exercise for Coutinho, get him back in under a familiar face, get him in the Premier League again. But I don't expect him probably to be at Aston Villa. I could be wrong, obviously, but I don't expect to see him there come the summer, really. I know it's a 6-month loan from Barcelona. So let's wait and see. But it's unfair to kind of judge him so far. I know he's scored a goal against Man United and everything like that, but he's yet to play a full game. He's in his 2 games. He came off the bench, didn't he, against Man United, and then he started the game, but he didn't finish it against Everton. Played 70 odd minutes, I think, there. So yet to his fitness is a bit of an issue possibly, but I think a half fit Coutinho is still a massive danger, along with the rest of the players they've got, like I've mentioned. They can cause us problems. But let's get on to Leeds. Enough of Villa. I know this is an opposition preview, so I wanted to focus more, a bit more on Villa and give my thoughts on Villa. Steven Gerrard, incidentally, I think is doing a great job. But like I said, let me know, is the magic rubbing off a little bit? They're only 4 points above us, and yet we're having such a bad season, this, that and the other, if the media are to be believed, which are obviously not, but to many people's eyes, we are having a poor season, which we are, but it's not as bad as you think if we're only 4 points off Villa, who are this, transformed team under Steven Gerrard, etc. So, but yeah, obviously Bielsa had his press conference, and just on that, he did speak about Steven Gerrard. It's on your screen now, what he said. So he's always very polite and very encouraging towards any opposition manager. There's no mind games ever from Bielsa, is there? He's probably a bit too nice on the face of it for things like that, isn't he? Always very complimentary about most of them, if not all of them, isn't he? So that's what he had to say anyway there. But Bielsa, he was asked about Somerville's situation. Obviously, he was fine for Somerville to go. He's never stood in a player's way if they want to leave. Somerville wanted first team football, like Cody Drama did, but obviously for some reason it didn't get done. He also said that there's many players in the club that do want to go. I think that's more loan signings. Phil Hay said something about that, didn't he? He probably saw more. It was an under-23 issue, but look, the under-23s, the majority of them are part of the team now, aren't they? So maybe that's a little bit of a worry, but Bielsa said there's not much more to report in terms of team news. Bamford, like I said, at the top is still out. Bielsa's a little bit concerned by all accounts about about how long it's taken him to recover from that. He hasn't started running or anything yet, apparently. Phillips and Cooper a little bit further on with their recovery. Maybe we'll see them in the next couple of weeks. Firpo, he said, will miss this game, but he might be back for the weekend or play some kind of part in the weekend's game at Goodison Park against Everton. So with all that being said, I think this is my predicted team. It's on the screen now. I think Bielsa will probably go with the same as he did against Newcastle. Hopefully we'll fare a bit better, but yeah, I think he'll go with the same. So he'll go with the same team. I think there's no fresh injuries. It's just people coming back. I saw obviously Cresswell played for the under-23s. They won against Liverpool 3-0 at Ellen Road. Somerville played also in that one. It was good. It's good to see him back in the team. He scored a penalty for that one. I think he win both penalties? And look, he'll probably play some involvement on Wednesday. You can't really ignore Somerville with all that's been said about him over these last few weeks. Obviously, it's the first game since the January transfer window shut, but I expect him to probably occupy a position on the bench. And yeah, that's the team news really. That's my predicted lineup. As far as sort of key battles go, I'm going to go Coutinho up against Robin Koch. Now, Robin Koch, for me, has played very well over these last couple of games, but this is going to be a different challenge for him against Coutinho, who will run that sort of upper side of the pitch, that higher end of the pitch. Robin Koch playing the defensive midfielder or the Calvin Phillips role. We will probably play a 4-1-4-1 formation in the absence of Forshaw and Phillips. But yeah, Robin Koch, he's going to have his hands full with Buendia as well, but I do believe that we need to see Matthijs Klick drop a bit deeper and see a sort of Klick and Koch combination really. He needs help in there, marshalling those two players, because those two together, that South American connection, which we see quite often. Obviously now on the Villa side, they've got a couple of Brazilians, couple of Argentinians, but those two, the attacking lads, are really going to cause us issues and going to cause more teams issues for me. But that's the key battle for me. Robin Koch needs to be on his game. So does Matthijs Klick, because like I said, I do think he needs to come deeper and and do better for us. Do better in terms of marshal those two players, in particular Coutinho. But then they have Ollie Watkins and, like I said, Danny Ings, who can cause us issues as well. We can cause them problems. Obviously, Rafinha is going to be our outlet, as he always is. Dan James, I do believe, like I said, will probably still play up front on this one. But yeah, we can cause them problems. Obviously, if we look at our last 5 games, which is on the screen now, we know it already. It's 6 points gained from the last 4 Premier League games. There is obviously like Aston Villa, an FA Cup game in there, which obviously we lost to West Ham. But So we've accumulated 6 points over those 4 games. You know, let's wait and see. But like I said, a win for Leeds would see us within a point of Villa. So hopefully we can go ahead and get a win. Like I said, the last time we met them, we haven't met them this season yet. Obviously, it was postponed in sort of just after Christmas at Ellen Road. This was going to be the return fixture. This is the first fixture of the season between these two sides. Obviously, that one at Ellen Road will be rearranged at a later date. But yeah, last time we played them, obviously it was a brilliant game, wasn't it? 3-0. And like I said, hat-trick Bamford helped himself that evening. Was it a Friday evening, I think? A 3-0 win, fantastic. But the last time we played them, obviously Villa got the point. It was a 1-0 win at Ellen Road, coming up to about a year ago now, last February. Very, very forgettable game, this. El Ghazi, who was obviously now left for Everton on loan, got the win. I think it was in the 5th minute or something like that. And from there, it was just one of them games that we really just petered out, and you knew we were kind of going to lose. Both teams, I think, at that stage were kind of sitting pretty comfortable in mid-table, as Villa are at the moment. We're just a little bit behind them. A win would see us, you know, catch them up just a point behind. Would see a win for Leeds United. But let me know in your comments. Get your comments in there. What do you think the game's going to be? Are you going, like I said, any Villa fans? It'd be great to hear from you. Like I said, your thoughts on Steven Gerrard. Where can you go with him in charge? I think the only way is up for you guys, but hopefully not on Wednesday evening. You will be suffering a defeat and we will be going away with the 3 points. But let me know. It's always great to hear from everybody. Remember, of course, if you like the comment, if you like the my content, to subscribe and like the video and all that kind of stuff. But thank you very much for watching this one. I'll be back with a match reaction once the game has finished, probably on Wednesday evening or Thursday at some stage. So thanks very much for watching. March on together. I'll see you on the next one.